Hey guys, welcome to Juicy Tea, where I read out the best stories on Reddit, so you don't have to. The funny, shocking, and satisfyingly juicy. Today's video is Who's in the Wrong Wednesday, where you get to decide who's right and who's wrong. Am I the a-hole for letting my daughter leave fake period blood all over the toilet in our shared family bathroom? Posted by Daddy's Little Love Bug. I know this sounds petty, and yeah, it likely is, but both my daughters, 13 and 16, as well as myself, are beyond fed up with the bathroom sharing situation. My stepson, 12, refuses to lift the lid on the toilet, and in turn gets urine splattered all over the seat every single time he goes. His father and myself have told him relentlessly to please either lift the lid or at minimum wipe the seat once you're done. Does he? No, he doesn't even flush. I honestly think he does it to get attention at this point, or because he knows it annoys his sisters. Of course, he denies it to no end, but it happens every time he uses the bathroom, and when he's away for a few days, we have no issues. Here's where I may be the a-hole. About a year ago, my daughter had a friend stay overnight, and for whatever ungodly reason, she left menstrual blood and poop in the toilet without flushing. She's old enough to bleed, she's old enough to know better. Gross! Parents, potty train your children. My stepson was the one to find it, and it absolutely freaking repulsed him. Like, world-ending, PTSD trauma-inducing torture that he never recovered from was, and still is, his reaction. My daughters are clean and don't leave any menstrual products out, so his precious eyes have since been spared. My daughter ran to the bathroom, and after sitting in his urine for like the 100th time, she snapped. She didn't say anything, but grabbed the Halloween fake blood and had a field day with it, leaving it all over the seat, inside the toilet, poured it onto clean pads and stuck them in random places. At this point, I'm not going to tell her she can't. We're all sick of sitting in, cleaning up, and flushing his pee. He's a very smart child, with no learning disabilities, so he's just being lazy about it, or being a pest to the girls. I'm gonna allow her to one-up him, and maybe, just maybe, he'll come to the conclusion that, hey, I don't like this, and they probably don't like what I'm doing either. Something's gotta give. Update. So, he ran across the monstrosity when he arrived home today. He mumbled something about nasty, gross girls. Yeah, how's it feel? And stomped off to the great outdoors to pee, then shut himself in his room. His sister isn't giving in, knowing he'll eventually have to poop. Stand by for more. Update 2. So, his dad, believing his son tells no lies, as they do, called his mother, Nana, to ask her if she was experiencing the same problem when he was with her. She said yes, it's definitely an issue and always has been. How he never noticed and she never seemed to find the need to address it prior to me coming into the picture is beyond me. I told him that every single time it happens from here on out, he'll be cleaning the entire bathroom until he figures out how to use the toilet properly. Yeah, this is the way. If he doesn't learn how to do this now, he's really gonna struggle in life when he starts dating. Unrelated, but I wanted an opinion. This same son has another bathroom habit that drives me insane. He has a habit of pouring out the entire contents of any bottle, like bubble bath, shampoos, liquid soap, etc. when he showers. He's like the little bathroom terrorist. We have shower bags where we have to bring things in and out of the bathroom in order to not have it poured out. He has his own shower supplies and doesn't pour them out, so his are always there. Help! He's not an idiot. He's obviously doing this stuff on purpose. Maybe he's not dealing with a broken family as well as you think. Might be worth looking into getting him some therapy. Am I the a-hole for bullying my girlfriend? Posted by Low Alternative 3147. I, 25 male, have a girlfriend 23 female, who is absolutely beautiful, but she does have a large facial scar. My family often jokes about it. They have a super dark sense of humor. It bothers my girlfriend, and she says it doesn't feel like a joke. It feels like she's being insulted under the pretense of it being dark humor. If someone says they're offended or hurt by a joke you make about them, then stop. Period. A joke is supposed to be funny to everyone involved. If it isn't, then it's just bullying. If they're continuing to make these jokes after it became clear she didn't find them funny, then she's right. They're just insulting her under the pretense of it being a joke. Even though I explained it's just how they are and they don't mean any harm, she really doesn't want to be around them. I told her it was really important to me we spend Christmas with my family. She resisted at first, but after some urging from me, she gave in. But she said I absolutely couldn't excuse their behaviour if they made a rude comment about her. We got there, and it was fine for a while. Then my mum and my sister broke out their matching ugly sweaters that had my girlfriend's face all over it. They both laughed, saying my mum had made them, screen printed, and it was just a joke. My dad thought it was hilarious. I even chuckled a little, because she's really beautiful, so it was ironic that they put her on the ugly sweater. My girlfriend looked at me, and when I said they were just being ironic, she shook her head, got up and left. Didn't say anything to anyone, just took her car and left. I called her several times and she didn't answer. The only text I received was, "You need to find your own way home." That pissed me off. I called her a couple more times. Maybe it was just a joke, OP. Jeez, lighten up. She just has a weird sense of humor. The whole time, my mum was upset because it was just a joke and she didn't realize my girlfriend was going to overreact like that. I told her that a warning would have been nice, but my sister agreed it was just a joke and my girlfriend was being a baby about it. I had another fight with my girlfriend when I finally got home. She said I was being an a-hole for putting her in that situation. I said I didn't realize they were going to do that and they were just being ironic because she's beautiful. She said I let them treat her badly and was trying to make it her fault when it was my family who was acting badly. I said it was just a joke and that she was overreacting. She asked how it was supposed to be a joke. I said it was just a sense of humor. I was sorry she was offended by the joke, but she ruined the whole day with her reaction. She said that no, them realizing she wasn't taking their BS anymore is what ruined the day. We aren't currently speaking, but when a cousin called to wish me a Merry Christmas and asked how the day went, I mentioned what happened, and he straight up called me an a-hole for doing that to her. I don't really think I've done anything though. I didn't know they were going to do that, and it really was just a joke. I think she's overreacting. Am I really the a-hole here? Yes, and you did do something. You laughed along with them. Would I be the a-hole if I dump my girlfriend and start a relationship with her best friend? Posted by Deleted. A little more than a month ago, my girlfriend Christine invited her best friend Olivia to come stay with us. Olivia had lost her job and Christine didn't want her to have to move back in with her parents, so she invited her to stay with us. At the time, I was frustrated that Christine had extended the invitation without my knowledge, as I pay for most of our living expenses, and I thought it would just rack up the bills. Christine gave me the whole sob story of how Olivia is her best friend and how she'd be helpful to us. This wore me down, and soon enough, Olivia was here living with us. For those wondering, I cover about 90% of our living expenses. This includes rent, utilities, and most of the grocery bill. We've had this arrangement going since Christine moved in with me back in June. Therefore, when Christine invited Olivia to come live with us without my knowledge, I ended up having to pay the extra costs. Christine is mainly focusing on paying off her student loans. I still have a mountain of student loans myself and haven't really made much of a dent in them. In short, Christine invited someone to come live with us and claims to be unable to foot the bill for it, even though Olivia has started working part-time about 2 weeks ago. Christine has indicated to me that she wants her to stay as long as she wants. I will admit that Olivia has been extraordinarily helpful. She cooks very well, takes care of most of the housework, and is overall pleasant to be around as she has a very bubbly personality. I really did start to enjoy her company, and I talked to her quite a lot. In all honesty, I've been enjoying coming home each day from 12 plus hours of work to a warm meal and someone who will listen to me. Unlike Christine, I feel like Olivia is always around to speak with. She has started working remotely and is thus always around the apartment. Christine and I both work long hours, so we only really see each other in the evenings. Our conversations usually go with her telling me all about her day, and then, most of the time, she says she's too tired to listen to me after she's vented everything on her mind to me. On top of that, Christine typically gets distracted the few times she's actually listening and will always ask me to repeat myself. It's something minor in isolation, but it adds up fairly quickly when it happens so often. Fast forward and I find myself being drawn more to Olivia than Christine, and Olivia has a strong interest in me as well. At this stage, we're very certain that we want to pursue our relationship with each other. However, I feel pretty guilty about the whole thing, as Christine believes our relationship is strong and in a good place. The few people I've spoken to about this think there is no clear way for me to end things with Christine and start something with Olivia without it being considered a huge betrayal. So, am I the a-hole? Same Bumblebee 9147 says, "Barf! Yes, of course, you'd be the a-hole. How do both of you know you want to pursue a relationship? Means you've already crossed boundaries. Your soon-to-be ex shouldn't have pressured you to let her friends stay with you. But, of course, that doesn't justify anything on your end either. The fact that your interest stems from the mummification of the friend is also ick. Yeah, she's doing all of that housework to be a good guest, given that she's living there for free. But if the two of you turn into a relationship and she starts working and contributing financially, don't expect her to continue doing all of the housework. Unless you both want that kind of relationship with you providing 100% financially. Honestly, I think everyone sucks here. Obviously, Olivia backstabbing her friend and stealing her boyfriend after she gave her somewhere to live is a sucky thing to do. As is OP dumping his girlfriend for her friend. But it also sounds like Christine's been putting all of her money towards her debt, leaving OP to pick up the bill. And inviting someone to stay without her partner agreeing is an a-hole move too. So yeah, they all suck, but who do you think's the biggest a-hole here? Remember, I post new content every day, so subscribe for more juicy tea.